Acting President Delcy Rodriguez calls for U.S. partnership amid threats of further strikes. In a surprising shift, Venezuela's acting president Delcy Rodriguez posted on social media on Sunday that her government is ready to work with the United States on a shared development agenda. The statement, issued after U.S. forces captured President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, marks the first conciliatory tone from the Maduro regime since the raid, which Caracas had labeled an illegal seizure of national assets. Rodriguez, also the country's oil minister, emphasized respect for international law and urged dialogue instead of war, directly addressing President Donald Trump and the peoples of the region. While publicly labeling the detention of Maduro as a kidnapping and insisting he remains the legitimate leader, Rodriguez has long been seen as the most pragmatic figure in Maduro's inner circle, a fact that Trump previously noted when he said she might be open to cooperation. The U.S. president, meanwhile, warned that another strike could follow if Venezuela does not cooperate with U.S. demands to open its oil sector and combat drug trafficking. He also hinted at possible military moves in Colombia and Mexico and suggested Cuba's communist regime is on the brink of collapse. Rodriguez's outreach came just before Maduro is slated to appear before a New York federal judge on narco terrorism charges that allege his support for the Sinaloa cartel and other drug groups. The Trump administration frames the capture as a law enforcement action, yet also cites the influx of Venezuelan migrants and historic nationalization of U.S. oil interests as motivations. Trump boasted aboard Air Force One that the U.S. is reclaiming what was stolen and promised that oil firms will soon return to rebuild Venezuela's petroleum industry, pledging billions of dollars for extraction. The charges, originally filed in 2020, now also implicate Maduro's wife, Cilia Flores, for alleged kidnapping and murder orders. International reaction has been swift. China condemned the raid as a breach of international law, while the UN Security Council is set to discuss the precedent it sets. Within Washington, Democrats question the administration's narrative on Venezuela, and the broader region watches as Venezuela's decades-long economic collapse fuels one of the largest migrations in recent history. The coming weeks will test whether Rodriguez's overture can translate into tangible diplomatic engagement or if further U.S. military pressure will dominate the unfolding crisis.